Daniel, how much more comfortable do you feel now than you did when you first got here in the spring and we're going through everything for the first time?
A lot more comfortable. It's amazing what 15 practices do in the spring. Just being able to see the defense and adjust the offense a little better. It's a lot faster game, and you got to adjust mentally a lot. So,
where do you feel like you are this camp? How do you feel like you performed? Are you happy with the way things have gone so far?
Yeah, I mean, I've been able to show what I can do, but I mean, I definitely have a lot to work on. There's a lot of talent in our room with Ethan and Ellis and Downs and AJ and Stock and basically everybody can play. So I mean, I guess that's part of what the next level is all about too.
What are you mainly focusing on? Is it blocking more? Obviously, you kind of came in as maybe more of a receiving threat than Ethan was, but is it blocking maybe your main thing?
Yeah, blocking I definitely need to work on. Just footwork, using my hands better, and just becoming a more overpowering blocker.
What's your weight at now versus what you enrolled at?
I'm up around 20 pounds. I'm right around 240 right now.
So what do you want to get at eventually?
I'm thinking, I mean, the strength coaches haven't talked with me exactly, but as long as I can keep speed, I'm thinking probably 250-ish by the end of my career, hopefully.
Tennessee didn't get a whole lot of production from the tight end position last year. What did they tell you about during the recruiting process, just how they wanted to use the tight ends, and how did that appeal to you?
Sure. Coach Jones was very straightforward about how the tight end is a very influential part in his offense, as well as Coach Elder, and I wanted to be able to catch some balls and play early, and this provided an opportunity where I could maybe do both. So I was excited about that.
What were they doing? I mean, obviously you made like 15 catches from the tight ends last year. They kind of showed you Cincinnati film, or what did they kind of show you during the recruiting process to let you know this is a position we really utilize?
Sure, they showed some Cincinnati film, but they also showed film from last year. I mean, it was a new scheme for everybody going in there, so part of that would have been adjusting as well.
This recruiting class was so hyped as far as just the number of 4 stars and 5 stars. When you see a guy like Jalen make a play, or a guy like Dylan Bates, does it push the other freshmen? Does it push you to want to jump in and make a big play too?
Yeah, definitely. There's always competition. I mean, guys getting their stripes off, you always want to be one of those first couple of guys, and guys getting on the teaching film and all that stuff. So yeah, it definitely pushes you to just try harder and do better.
To see Ethan get his stripe taken off before you, does that kind of chap you, but also push you as well?
Absolutely. I mean, we're great friends, but we're also great competitors. So we're always going to be fighting to get more playing time with each other. But at the end of the day, I love to see him do well, and he loves to see me do well.
Both of you kind of committed early. Did you guys talk at all before you got here? Did anyone know that you'd be kind of go through the same thing once you did get here?
Not really, to be honest. When I initially committed, we didn't talk much at all. Once we did commit over the summer, kind of like 10, 12 early guys had a group chat, text messages set up, and that was about it.
Do you think you're being used differently from Ethan?
No. I mean, not entirely. At this point, my skill set's a little different than his. He's a little more complete. I need to develop into a better blocker. So they're using me a little more in passing situations, but overall, I need to get where he's at blocking-wise so that I can be the complete package as they want.
How different is this position you played in high school?
It's a lot different. First off, my high school team was huddle offense, so it's very slow pace. I wasn't dying every single play, but and then on top of that, I was split out a lot. I mean, I didn't realize how much I was split out until I really got here and was asked to block the defensive ends that are here. So
you spoke during the recruiting process about how the X's and Y's, the wide receivers out wide, may open up some holes for you guys at tight end down the seam. With the scrimmage you saw in the spring and Saturday, are you starting to see some of that against your own defense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a lot of talent on the perimeter, and with Jalen running back, they have to, and Marlon for that matter, Devon, they have to respect almost every position. So a lot of times the tight end goes unnoticed, and that's an area where we can hopefully get some big plays.
Was the tempo of practice the biggest thing you had to get used to early on, or was there something else that was maybe toughest about the transition?
I'd probably say the toughest part would be transitioning what I learned in the classroom, or more so in the meeting room, to the field and at the pace I need to transfer it at. Yes, the tempo plays a role in that because we don't come out of a huddle and I'm not able to look at the defense for a good 10 seconds to see everything. But I'd probably say that was the hardest part. Then the tempo would be second. Yeah.
How much does it slow down for you? I mean, just from when you got here in the spring to where you're at right now?
It's slowed down significantly. Not enough yet, but it's slowed down significantly.
Two more guys.
You're
Two
not
more.
really a Southern guy. What was it about Tennessee that appealed to you during the recruiting process? Were they a school that you thought much about up until Coach kind of recruited you, or how did it come about?
To be honest, no, I hadn't thought about the SEC a whole lot because, first off, I thought that was kind of far-fetched. I mean, it's the SEC, great conference, and it's down south. I've never really been here. So, but once Coach Jones came here, and I was really excited about it, and I thought it was a great opportunity.
Daniel, who are some of the guys on defense that you've gone up against that have impressed you or made it tough on you out there in the team set?
Are you talking this class?
Yeah. Well, on the field, when you've been in practice, who on defense has made it tough on you in those team sets?
Sure. Kurt is always really tough block. AJ just knows everything so well, and he uses his hands so well. So obviously those two. But on the new guys, Barnett's doing a great job. He's a load to handle sometimes. Dwayne is also, once he's able to understand the defense a little better, he's going to be a force. But overall, we have a lot of really good talent on defense, and it's good to be able to go up against it all the time.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.